The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart. The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ready, check you.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
play fake here on first down. A quick throw, but incomplete. The Falcons at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll look to throw here.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in the state of Georgia. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Alexander Johnson there on the stop. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now, because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now, because they've been a retreat so far in this drive.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Kareem Hunt,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw.
This pass is caught by London.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Although he was picked in the 3rd round, Desmond Ridder is actually the 2nd quarterback drafted in 2022. Might not have that first-round label, but we saw him make plenty of first-round throws while at the University of Cincinnati. He's a quick thinker, reads defense as well, and with all he led the Bearcats to, the Falcons also know they picked up a proven winner.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Stephen Weatherly able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
In motion goes the tight end. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll run with Patterson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Curry, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after one. 13 yards remaining on second down. Now it's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Quick take by Richie Graham. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And Charles, that's not 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. If you're trying to be a comedian, and you run into a everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Crew to kick off. On the return from his end zone is Graham. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 35 on second down, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Territory, even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Arnold Ebiketie in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you probably see the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
Here we go. Blue striker. Ready?
2nd and 1. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Patterson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt them.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw.
And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
It's Edwards again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd down at 5.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
That's the 3rd time.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
52 blaster.
2nd and 9 now.
Dumps this one off to Algier.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
A throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Watson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Coup for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. On first down, it's Watson. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again is Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back, essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
To the air yet again, Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, the interception, so maybe a second-half tone set.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play action here on first down. They'll find Jones again, complete. And get this one down to the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they're right back to it for 20 at first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And a lead now up to 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hank. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
That's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Flush to his right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they can let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite of a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And the Falcons are going to just past the 25. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. A 3rd quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's waiting for his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
This offense in desperate need of conversion is okay on third down.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We're seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The big help in the front, the front help in the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
He finds his man complete. That's Grant. And he is going to lose yardage here. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Watson looks to throw again.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get the third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Chubb again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
Everyone, Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Third and 2, Watson. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They run for it with Hunt. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
David Njoku got a huge vote of confidence from the Cleveland Browns when they named him their franchise player this past offseason. That has a lot of people expecting a long-awaited, big-time breakout from the 6-year tight end, and he comes through with a 1st down catch on that previous play.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the wall. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Pass complete to Edwards. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Able to find Patterson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And he's got room. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. On first down, going back to Patterson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Here we go.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Patterson running between the tackles. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words. Make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Atlanta, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.